What's up, Dirt fam? Seek Adventure here. This is the final video in a 3-part build series where I turn my 4th-gen Tacoma short bed into a fully functional camper build, all enclosed in the Smartcap Evo-A. The plan today, walk you guys through the setup. We're going to start inside the cap. We're going to look at the sleeping platform, the side table, the Kingpin equipped lights, the topper tent that pretty much encloses that space. Then we're going to jump on the outside of the vehicle. We're going to look at the Kelty Backroads Awning and then finish with my camp cook system. At the very end of the video, I'm going to answer some questions that you guys have had and also give you my honest opinion and budget breakdown of the build. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty, let's roll a proper montage and show you guys what this thing looks like in motion. Let's dive in. All right, y'all, we're gonna start on the outside of the vehicle. It is a 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road. It is pretty much the coolest truck I've ever owned. It's got a ton of mods on it, so if you have any specific questions about the setup, leave your questions in the comment section below. I'll make sure to get those answered for you. Taking you around the vehicle. It is a beauty. So we have the topper tent. It is a, you buy it from their website, costs $200 or $300. It's super easy to install, and they make a specific system for the metal cap. I bought this thing used, so I put in my own Velcro, and it literally works out great. It turns any short bed truck into a camper, and I appreciate them for innovating this product. It's a proprietary item. They're the only people that makes it. There's one other topper tent equivalent out there. It's from a company called DAC Incorporated or DAC Inc. Do not waste your money or time. It is not worth it. I'm gonna take you guys inside the camper and we're gonna climb in there real quick. All right, so we are inside the camper. As you can see, we got the side table over here and the sleeping platform. The sleeping platform is about 7 feet in length. I don't know how wide it is. I can let you know how wide it is, but can't remember. We are running a foam mattress, keep the heat in, and just give something for this expensive Sea to Summit Etherlite XR Pro air mattress to live on. I'm running a winter sleeping bag, to be honest. It is kind of overkill, but I like to be warm at night. But the inside of the setup is perfect for me. It's a little cramped. It's not the biggest space in the world, but I'm super used to it and I love it. So, let's sit down real quick. Up top here, we got the Kingpin equipped F-Series lights. They are a 2-color light. They offer red lighting and white lighting. I think it's almost like essential to have in your cap because you need to have light. I'm sure there's other ways around it, but for me, this setup worked great. So we wired the F-Series lights into the Jackery that's in front of me. The Jackery honestly is only a 300 watt system. I run a 100 watt solar panel that you guys saw on the roof That's perfectly fine. That thing charges this on any weekend that I've been out. The longest time I've stayed in this thing yet is about 3 days. I'd like to get out there for 3, 4, 5 day trips, but we'll see. But for right now, this is all I need. If you know of a better solar generator, please let me know what it is. I could probably use a 500 or 1,000 watt generator for this system. In here, it's pretty standard. You know, I keep everything pretty minimal. I have like a utilities box down here, has chargers and stuff like that in it. Up here, I got the Super Bars tire compressor. I got that for the one wheel. They actually sent that out to me. I'll be doing a review on that. It's a pretty cool unit. You can charge stuff off of it. It's great. This is the winner of the show, thanks to Wolfbox. This is the Wolfbox MF200 air blower. I don't know really technically what it's called, but this thing keeps this whole space clean, and it's pretty essential if you're doing anything in your cap. We got a JBL speaker, we got a fan, but that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, it's a small space, but it gets the job done. I'm gonna climb back out. Oh, you know what? Before I climb back out, the topper tent, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. It's Velcroed to the ceiling, and then I use some like heavy duty magnets over here to hold everything in place. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done. All right, from back here, you guys can see the system completely. Again, very minimal, but it gets the job done for me. So this whole area slides out. The foot box lives underneath of the shelf. We notch this out so it can live underneath. And then under the foot box is all my camp cook essentials and like other utility items that I would need while at camp. I'm gonna show you guys what the topper tent looks like when it's closed, just so you can get an idea of the whole thing. I haven't gotten rained on yet, but I would assume it does a fine job, as a majority of your water is going to run on the outside of the Smartcap. But it looks pretty cool, you know, it's simple and it just gets the job done. All right, we're out here. I got to touch on the one wheel. I love this thing. It has pretty much taken over my spring. I've taken some big spills on it, but it's awesome. All right, now we're gonna move on to the Kelty Backroads tent and awning. I always call it a tent and an awning because it could be a tent. But this is it. This is the outside of it. I have the sides rolled up right now, but you can extend those down to provide a little bit more square footage underneath. I'll take you around the other side here, guys. I love this thing. It is the most basic, simple setup that you could get. If you look on their website and like check their YouTube, they make this for Sprinter vans, but for me, it's literally perfect. It has a door on the front side. You know, it's not airtight or anything like that, but when you get the heater ripping in there, it gets plenty warm. It's great. We got the MSR gear bag, thanks to, I think Revzilla accidentally sent me that, so thanks Revzilla. We got a big Agnes chair. This thing fits down into a really small bag. It was expensive. It pretty much goes with me to every trip I ever go on camping-wise, even on motorcycle adventure trips. On the inside of it, it reflects a decent amount of light, especially when it's sunny out. It does get a little warm, but overall, it's great. Sometimes I'll put my lantern up here at night when it gets dark, but otherwise, you know, I have no complaints at all about this thing. I think it's perfect. It also fits into a really, really small bag. So that bag will also go inside of the sleeping platform. Excuse me. All right. So the Camp Cook system is very minimal. You know, I've learned over the years with multiple setups that you got to just keep it simple. And mind you, like a majority of this stuff, excluding the table and the coolers and the SureCan utility water, pretty much everything in here except for, yeah, whatever. The Camp Cook system lives inside of the platform. So all this other stuff I bring extra, but that's pretty cool. So for the Camp Cook system, I got a Gerber skillet I got from REI. That thing was expensive, but it was worth it. It's got a removable handle, and overall, I really like it. I downgraded into this really small solo burner stove. Again, wanted that thing to fit into the platform, so I had to get it. Not my favorite color in the world, but it gets the job done. I only ever bring tongs, a spatula, and then I got this Gerber knife. I think gets the job done. Yeah. Excuse me. A couple paper plates and some hand sanitizer and some soap. And then I really learned this one this year, which is bringing like napkins, like buy a bunch of cheap napkins from Big Lots or whatever and put them in a bag. You know, I mean, like this is a paper towel roll right here. It folds down real light and easy, fits in the platform, no problem. I'm going to take a swig of beer real quick if you guys don't mind. Yingling Light, the best. All right, so SureCan sent me this item. They sent me maybe a 2.5 gallon gas can, and then they also sent me this 5 gallon utility system. This thing's awesome, guys. Today's the first time I've had it out in the field. I got 3 gallons of water in it. It's great. The only thing I'm a little concerned about is cleaning it, but whatever. It's got a nozzle that's like child friendly, I guess. And then it has a handle on top. You just press it down, water comes out. That's definitely a game changer for me. The table I've had for like 3 years, maybe 4 years. Got it from REI. It fits into a decent sized bag. It's a great table. It's a roll top table. It's nothing too crazy. But guys, aside from that, that is the setup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to run into the Q&A section next, so stay tuned. All right, fellas, I hope you guys enjoyed the walkthrough as much as I did. This setup is freaking awesome. What do I honestly think about it? I love it, or else I wouldn't have built it. I had this vision 2-3 years ago that I wanted to build like a self-contained, small, minimalistic camping setup, and you know, I made it happen this year. It was just like, you know, it was go time. You know, 3 other Overland builds in the past. I'm like, I gotta make this happen this winter. So let's break down the total investment of this thing. So the Smartcap Evo-A, I got mine used for $3 grand. Brand new, they're $43.95. The platform system cost me about $500 to build. Thank God for my buddy Zach, or else I would have been lost. This never would have came together without him. The topper tent, brand new, they're about $280, maybe $300. I got mine from another YouTuber for $125. The Kelty Backroads tent, brand new at REI's $180. I got mine for $40 off Facebook Marketplace. The Kingpin equipped F-Series lights, brand new, about $290. I got mine for free from Kingpin equipped. Thank you guys so much. Really helped me out with the total cost savings on this bad boy. The one thing I didn't really touch on is the Icon triple rate rear springs. When you guys throw a cap on pretty much any vehicle, especially for the 4th Gen Tacoma, you got to think about rear suspension, especially when the front of your vehicle is leveled. It definitely creates like the, what's it called? The Carolina lean, I think it's called. It's not a good situation. Those springs actually leveled the truck a little bit better, but I still need to increase the rake overall. We could talk about suspension all day on these things. Any specific questions? Comment section below. All the other gear in the setup I owned before. I built 3 other Overland systems or setups. I had a Tacoma, a 4Runner with 2 different rooftop tents. All right, so total brand new. You go out, you go online tonight, you buy everything yourself. You're looking at about $6,000. I'm at $3,865. Thank God for the sponsors and some of the used stuff I found online. So like, you know, you got $4,000. Why not just go buy a rooftop tent? Well, I think rooftop tents are dumb unless you're out in the field using them every single weekend. They kill the drivability of your vehicle. They also kind of look silly unless you get like a clamshell tent that fits real flush on your roof. I think they're dumb, personally. You know, at least with the bed camper setup, it has some functionality when you're not using it. That's the main reason why I wanted to build this system the way that I did. So how does the build perform on a day-to-day basis? Well, I barely realize that it's back there. You know, once I pull all the stuff out of the truck when I get home, I mean, it makes a couple noises here and there, but I barely notice it. The truck sits decently level, like I said before, with the suspension issues, but aside from that, it's great. It also provides more storage space. You know, like there's that rubberized material on top of the platform. You know, it is definitely a game changer. I noticed it immediately as soon as we installed that platform in there. I'm like, man, this is going to help me out a bunch. Who is this setup for? This setup is for the minimalist out there, the guy who is, you know, who just like ponied up and bought a Smartcap Evo-A, or maybe you have a soft topper or a fiberglass cap. This is for you. This is a minimalist build. You know, it's something that you literally grab your dirt bike, your one wheeler, whatever you got, or nothing, your bicycle, whatever, load up your shit and go camping. You know, it takes me 20 minutes to leave the house. So this setup's for somebody who wants something minimal. The pros, it's badass. I love looking at the truck. I love the Smartcap Evo-A. It's always been a part of the vision to have a cap on this thing and the Smartcap Evo-A. And what other pros? I don't think I really have anything else. I love the truck, or else I wouldn't have built it this way. It's my favorite vehicle I've ever owned. Cons, the only con is how heavy that Smartcap is. It's advertised at 200 pounds. I beg to differ. The thing probably weighs more. And it created some suspension issues that I had, you know, like I leveled the front of the vehicle. It caused the Carolina lean, not my thing. I added the triple rate springs in the rear. Definitely helped some things out, but it's still not perfect. If there's any suspension folks out there, please let me know what you think in the comment section below. Maybe I buy a collar spacer for the rear or something. I miss having that rake. Well, guys, that wraps up the build series. I hope it helped you out in your search for the perfect setup. I believe this is the perfect setup. But, you know, let me know what you guys think. Ultimately, I am super happy with it. Until next time, build smart, get out there, and seek adventure. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!